The creatures you're about to see are supposed to be in the deep of the ocean, right? But strange as they may appear, they are here on the beach for us to explore. I mean, look at this hairless creature that washed up on the beach, and then we have this white blob-like creature that looks like a real monster. But first, let's look at this beady-eyed, scaly monster. Number 12. Amazon River Monster. Now, what you're looking at is a rotting body of an Amazon River monster that seems to have been washed ashore on South Carolina's Folly Beach. The residents were surprised to see this beady-eyed and scaly monster and started thinking it was an invasive species. At first, one aquarium veterinarian thought it was a sturgeonfish, but after a keen analysis, it was discovered that the corpse belongs to the Amazon River monster known as Arapaima. Arapaima is one of the world's largest freshwater fish and can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh about 200 kilos. The Arapaima fish is one of the most complicated sea creatures to breed, considering that it only breeds in specific areas and spends a good amount of time taking care of its young ones. To date, not much is known about the population of Arapaima, but it is believed that they are not many because just a few have been discovered in the Amazon River. This fish is popularly used as an exotic pet in private aquariums. Number 11. Twisted Rope Pile. At first glance, you might want to think this is a twisted rope or a tangled electric wire or a yellow rope. But hey, this is a living creature that just washed up on the Texas beach near the Gulf of Mexico. This creature is a type of coral known as a colorful sea whip that inhabits the Gulf of Mexico's waters. Sea whip is usually a soft coral and appears in several colors ranging from purple, orange, violet, yellow, lavender, or red. Their vibrant colors come from colonies of coral polyps forming a ring around their mouths. Sea whips are known to produce proteins that form a 3 feet dark-colored skeleton that branches into whip-like skeletons each time they cluster. However, whenever they land on the beach, they are already dead. Number 10. Montauk Monster. Back in July of 2008, 26-year-old Jenna Hewitt and 3 of her friends were taking a light walk on the beach near Montauk, New York, when they spotted this mysterious creature washed ashore. Not sure of what it could be, the 4 ladies decided to take a photo of the bloated, bruised carcass that was seemingly scorched by the sun. The photo went viral, and people started discussing the creature just to understand what it could be. Some claimed it was a pit bull, and others thought it was a raccoon. But due to a lack of clarity about this strange creature, it ended up being named Montauk Monster. It didn't have any fur on its body, except for a few patches of hair. Well, whatever it is, we'll leave you to decide. Number 9. Mass Die-Off. If there is one picture that best describes an ecological disaster in a split second, then this is it. This footage shows thousands of dead bodies of marine animals, including seals, octopi, and sea urchins washed up onto a black sandy beach in Russia's Far East region of Kamchatka. Residents were shocked to discover this so uncommon event. It is believed the mass die-off was caused by poisoning, which wiped out about 95% of all the seabed marine life in Kamchatka's Avansha Bay. The pollution not only affected the sea creatures but also the surfers and beachgoers who complained of a burning sensation in their eyes. Initially, scientists blamed human pollution until they realized that the poisoning was caused by toxic algae which polluted the water with incredible levels of phenol. Number 8. Moonfish. The deep waters hold a lot of beauty, and this fish here is one of the most beautiful and odd creatures that inhabit the deep of the ocean. The moonfish, commonly known as opa, is rarely seen, but here it is for everyone to marvel at its beauty after it washed ashore on the Oregon coast. Moonfish inhabit the warm waters of Hawaii and California and are rarely found on the Oregon coast. It's believed the fish might have traveled a long distance to reach the Oregon coast due to the heat wave that hit California, killing several marine organisms. They are characterized by a mix of silvery and bright reddish-orange scales, with white dots covering their flattened body. A mature moonfish can grow up to about 3.5 feet long and weigh about 600 pounds. To date, very little is known about the biology of moonfish. Students and researchers took the opportunity to dissect the carcass of the opa to learn more about the fish. Number 7. Creature from the Deep. A bizarre creature washed up on the shores of a Namibian beach, and the residents were left perplexed as to what kind of creature it could be. Though this 20 feet long sea creature resembles both a whale and a dolphin, its decomposing state makes it difficult for one to easily distinguish between the two. The image of this creature has been doing rounds on the internet, even as internet users got divided between those who thought it was a dolphin and those who believed it was a species of a whale. The creature was discovered by Namibian Dolphin Project researchers who were equally not sure what species it was. So they decided to collect samples from the carcass to determine its species. After studying the samples, they concluded that the creature was in fact a deep-diving whale known as the Cuvier's beaked whale. These species of whale are known to have bodies shaped like torpedoes, foreheads that slope into short and curved mouths, and can grow up to 23 feet long. Number 6. Mini Nessie. While strolling on the shores of Georgia's Wolf Island National Wildlife Refuge with his son, a man was shocked to run into a carcass of a mysterious sea animal. He first thought it was a seal, but upon moving closer and taking the image of the creature's remains, he realized it was a mini Loch Ness monster, which he described as a Loch Ness type thing. This creature was about 5 feet long and had a long neck with a small head. Locals weren't surprised, as they knew the Loch Ness monster lived in the region, except that they refer to it as Altamahaha in Georgia's version of the monster. However, many are still wondering if it's really a Loch Ness monster. Number 5. Mysterious English monster. Now, I want you to look at this image and tell me what this creature could be. Most likely you won't tell me with any certainty because anyway, the creature is strange and it's already decomposing. And that's exactly the challenge that locals at Merseyside Beach in Liverpool in the United Kingdom had in trying to identify this monster that was found washed up on the sand. The creature measured about 15 feet and was covered in fur and had flippers, but no identifiable head. Some locals thought it was an alien, while others described it as a mammoth, but one local called it a mishmash of different things. Ultimately, this strange creature ended up being dubbed the Ainsdale Anomaly after people failed to identify it. Fortunately, scientists identified the creature as an unidentified whale that was in an advanced state of rot when it washed up on the beach. Number 4. Megamouth. Anyone who's been to the Philippines will tell you this country is home to some of the most frightening and mysterious sea monsters. So it comes without a surprise that one fisherman happened to bump into a strange bloated creature with an enormous head and face that was identified as a megamouth. This rare megamouth that got washed up on the beach in the Philippines became one of the very few, about 70 megamouths to be spotted and recorded by man since it was officially discovered 30 years ago. The fisherman used a stretcher to carry the megamouth closer to allow scientists to examine it, and after analyzing the megamouth, scientists discovered that the shark was a 15 feet long male megamouth and was already dead. Not much is known about this species of shark since it was only discovered recently and it lives in the deep waters. Number 3. Basking shark. What you're looking at is a carcass of a 26 feet long monster that was discovered washed up on the coast of Bremen, Maine. After keenly looking at the creature, the Maine Department of Marine Resources revealed that it was a male basking shark. Basking sharks are considered the second largest fish in the ocean, but one amazing thing about them is that they are harmless to man despite their large size. Unfortunately, scientists couldn't identify the reason behind the death of this basking shark, but they did take samples from the shark for genetic, dietary, and aging analysis, and we hope they'll uncover more about this rarely seen species of shark. Number 2. Muriwai monster. If you thought you're smart enough on matters of marine life, then maybe this one here is bound to give you a bit of a headache. I mean, what can you even call this one here? I'm sure it's not a whale, and it's not even a Christmas tree, to be honest, but maybe it falls in between the two and perhaps an alien pod. It may look like an edited photo, but this image shows a mysterious creature that washed up on the beach of Muriwai in Auckland, New Zealand. It was discovered by one man who was walking down the beach and he could not identify what it was. So the locals ended up naming it Muriwai monster. However, after scientists took samples of the creature to investigate it, they discovered that it was, in fact, unexpected driftwood, a rather large piece of wood that was covered in gooseneck barnacles. Number 1. The Philippines hair blob. Though several creatures have been washing up on the shore after an earthquake, I think this one here is beyond any man's knowledge. In February 2017, this weird creature was discovered at a beach in the Philippines, and as you can tell, no one could identify it. The massive blob-like white creature was covered in a lot of hair and appeared to be bleeding. Locals who rushed to take selfies with the creature soon after it appeared on a beach in Cagdia, now the Dinagat Islands, had no idea what the creature was. After a team of scientists set out to investigate the creature, they revealed the 20 feet long blob-like creature could be the remains of a whale that was hit by a ship. The 2,000 kilo whale is believed to have turned white due to decomposition. Thanks for watching.